Well, good evening. I'm Robert A. Wilson with Cowboy Wisdom, Hypno Acuity, and Pure Liberation Television. Tonight, we're going to talk about every word that comes out of your mouth is about you. We taught ourselves to, if we say something to somebody and we go out there, it's about them, but it isn't. It's about me. So I really awakened to this and all the stuff I've done and all the rat-a-tat crap I said. I was talking about myself. And when you're talking about other people, you're really speaking your insecurities, envy, and jealousy. So now I awaken to understand what I want to see in myself in the world. I start speaking that about other people. And I really open up to the expressions of my unique talents to the world by speaking and expressing my soul savvy. I expand the world and rise everybody out of the situations to feel the wisdom within them, energize their wisdom. The world has been taught revenge thinking, criticize, ridicule. That's the way to go. That's the way to go to yesterday and then down to the fires of hell, basically. Criticism and ridicule from others is a compliment and showing me I rose above their situation. But what I really woke up to is the criticism I said, and I was really, really, really bad. And I thought by talking bad about somebody and like I was a tough guy, really I was a flim-flam phony, if you want to know the truth. You really want to open up to speak to other people the way you desire to be spoken to and about. And I mean, but it really isn't that. It's about expressing your dreams and seeing your dreams and listening for the wisdom the other person has to expand your life. And when you open up to this, you'll really awaken to who you are and really feel good about yourself. That's where I was at in my life. And I really expanded into this today. Well, I've been expanding into it for a long time. But I was so stubborn and stuck in my muck of my yesterday's yuck, I just kept yapping a bunch of sappy BS. And that's basically when you're ridiculing somebody else. It's just yuck of the suck and the yapping BS, and that's all it is. When you feel that you're smarter than somebody and better than somebody, you're equal. It's your egotistical arrogance and know-it-all ignorance keeping you stuck in yesterday. So as I awakened to rise above that, I opened my eyes to my inner wise to dance with my dreamer's dexterity. See, the dexterity within us is a dreamer's excellence that really rises to the deal. But the more you express your inspirations, your imagination, innovation through your daily vocabulary, you expand out of yesterday. So as I feel the freedoms within me, I rise and shine. My divine daredevilry, because you got to be a little bit sassy and with a sassy tenacity to liberate you from you. See, that's the thing. All the stuff we blame on the outside world, it's in here. Some of it's in here. Some of it's in your subconscious. My subconscious mind is right here. And that's where I desire it is. I can have it anywhere I want. It's my life. You light that fire or desire to dance, emancipating, savvy, invigorating, rebellious, energizing wizardry. You tell the world where you are and who you are, and this is where I'm going, and if you don't like it, don't give a crap. It's about letting go of the rat-a-tat crap of trying to fit into a societized world where gossip, ridicule, and everybody's writing something about somebody on the internet. You were on the internet. Somebody said something bad. Whoever writes something bad on the internet about other people, he's just a liver-lily chicken crapper. Today's lucky. They can say whatever they want on the internet and get by with it. When I was a kid, it had to be until the internet come in, it was face to face or somebody, and if they heard it, they usually come and found you and You had a heated exchange of words, or somebody got a bloody nose, black eye. Something I've learned, you know, a bloody nose and a black eye sometimes is the best liberation from your own egotistical arrogance there is. It isn't violence. Sometimes people just never know when they overstep the boundary. So as you open up, you rise and shine to your divine daredevilry. It's about speaking for you. That shows your wisdom and courage to expand out of yesterday is here today. When you start expressing and all that, you start coloring the subconscious scenery with your design dreamer's paradise as you choose to experience. It isn't about what you know, what you think. What are you willing to experience to expand out of yesterday, to rise and shine of your divine daredevilry? And really open up to yourself. Open up to your sovereign wherewithal. That's your ability and influence. Life is easy when you let go of trying to be cheesy and the larcenous of your own dreams. When you're speaking about somebody else, you may be saying something that's way off kilter. I know I have. Pick me. You can pick me for anything I talk about. I've done it. And something I really realized, the quicker you say, yeah, I've done that, and I'm afraid to do this, or the quicker you liberate yourself. The only person you have to have integrity with is yourself. When you're accountable and responsible with integrity to this in here, to your sovereign expansion, you have integrity, responsibility, and accountability flowing from here to the world. It's a free-flowing energy from right here. It expands you into the world. And the more I express my dreams and inspiration to the world, the more I whirl of rebellious love, dawning appreciation for who I am. See, when you can open up to the frequencies of easy, and that's admitting you have things inside of you, the awakening, the enlightenment, the listening, the appreciation, the understanding of who you are and where you're going. Understand over know, because everything you think, know, and learned in school has a subconscious representation with a viewpoint, opinion, belief. And for me, I had a lot of stuff hidden in there thinking, I'll hide all my stuff from the world and I'll be okay. No, that isn't the way it happens. The sooner you start expressing your hidden haunts to the world, you expand other people and liberate yourself. And I tell you what, I grew up in a small town of South Dakota. Gossip was our best resource. And if you said it, everybody bought into it. And if somebody didn't like it, they'd exaggerate it. Gossip is an exaggeration. And if you stand around the water cooler gossiping, you're only gossiping about yourself. Gossip is goolyguk. That's my new word, goolyguk. And the more you start expressing your divine dreamer's dexterity to you into the world, you expand. Life is a liberating internal freedom every day. Cowboy wisdom, hypnocuity. I don't use tools. I don't do anything in the self-help, personal growth, sovereign, or self-improvement. And I stopped reading punctuating books, because when you read a punctuated book, we were taught, and we taught ourselves to imitate what that author wants us to know and do. Well, pretty soon you're stepping in there, whoopie-doo and the poopie-doo of what their limitations. Everything in life is a limitation once you expand it out of something. So when you start understanding life is a limitation internally, you free everything within yourself because you rise above it. You get into the liminal, intuitive, free-flowing, expanding energy. You are free-flowing energy. Everything we think and know is a limitation, because It's all subconscious representation. And everything you learned in school is secondhand information of what somebody else wants you to know and to know and do. And we live inside what other people think we should do. I know I have, still do. I'm not fooling myself. But when I realized and I rose above the silent control of the world, understanding who manipulated the books we read and all the educating books, I unhooked the books and booked it out of there with a bold, optimistic, ornery, keen energy, because I want to fly like the eagle, with the strength of a tiger, with the presence of an elephant, and the tenacity of a rhino, and the speed of a gazelle. That's gazelle. Just get this in your mind. A gazelle running across the African plain, feeling the freedom of going at a high rate of speed. Do you ever watch one? They're so graceful. And nothing, we used to go hunting up in Jackson Hole, and watching them big bull elk run through the trees with their horns laid back, that was fantastic. And that was really, really, it was more fun taking a picture almost than hunting sometimes. There was some pristine stuff up there in that Jackson Hole, Wyoming. But the fun of it is the tranquility and the now quality of the second, because you can hear everything and it's just fun. And that's the way life is supposed to be. That's the way life is, a now-quality with a nowality. See, everything is present moment. When you're gossiping about something, that's from yesterday. And usually those who gossip end up being gossiped about. Pick me. All this is I love talking about liberation, because I'm talking about me liberating me in here. The more I glide on my liminal carpet ride, I realize internal dreamers of ecstasy, because I'm liberating me from me. And when you start saying, I liberate me from me and my viewpoints, opinions, beliefs, and everything I've done till today, I open up my heavenly heydays to dance on my dreamer's paradises. Because a dreamer's paradise is anything you desire or design. And see, this is something I really desire for people. Throw all this societized meanings and definitions out the door. Sit down. Describe, image, color what success is to you, because you're a success right here. And you're equal to everybody through your soul, spirit, sovereignty, and that one nugget of ingenuity that you have that you never showed the world. You encompass that. And you are blessed with brilliance, love, enterprising, sassy, spontaneity, invigorating, now-born gumption. See, we've been taught, I'll wait, the government or somebody's going to say something. Well, let them run that rat-a-tat trap. Because you got to realize and appreciate and participate and facilitate of your dreams. And they're never going to fit into society's definitions or meanings. They're unique to you. And if like this is something I said and everybody said, take 20 people, same incident. You'll have 20 versions of that situation, because everybody has a different witnesses life in their own way, and hears life in their own way. When you let go of hearing and start listening to that dreamer's dexterity of view, you rise above it. Your dreams are your true talent, and that is the life. Your spirit and everything is for you. But we've been taught, dreams are bad. They're not. All a dream is, all your dreams, imagination, innovation, inspiration, your true talent, they're just above the knowledge of the world, the books of the world, and societized draining ways. Once you disconnect from society and open up to your dreamer's dexterity and listen for the clarity of your dreams to understand you are the talent of your life. You stop living in yesterday. All we have is present moment gifts, genuine intuitive foresight, tantalizing, spontaneous adventures to expand us. Life is an adventure. It's a traveler's adventure, but it's never going to keep you in yesterday, because your dreams are now. Your inspiration, your dreams, your inspiration, imagination, innovation, and your intuition, they're now. See, we've been taught think and know, because think and know is back there. Imagination, inspiration, and all that is free-flowing energy here. And all free-flowing energy is to expand you. Because you're listening to expand. You talk your way to wherever you've been. You're going to listen your way to wherever you desire to go. And the fun part about this is you get to feel the freedom and the sovereignty and the autonomy within you, and unleash that autonomic audacity within yourself. Freedom flows when you listen. You're squandering today when you talk and think you know your way. The more I rise and out of thinking and know, and the more I listen for my free-flowing energy, I realize the wise of me will waltz me everywhere I want to go. But it will stop. Once I start thinking and knowing, gossiping and doing something, and start expressing or saying just shoddy stuff, just every complaining is shoddy, sabotaging stuff. And when you're complaining and gossiping, you're shutting off your free-flowing energy, and you're living inside somebody else's. There's somebody else living inside your head for free, and they're not only living, they're controlling you. And they're stopping you from moving forward. And that is something we've always done. And I was bad with revenge thinking and all this other backbiting and all this other burping worthless stuff. So I threw the worthless stuff into the abyss of oblivion. Now I begin. Now I won with fun. You want to get all the rewords and all that other stuff out of your life and use now. Now I begin. Now I enjoy. Now I won. Brings it all to the present moment. Subconscious mind never understands time. Because when that event happened when you was 2, subconscious mind thinks it's today. So when you liberate you from you to enjoy your life, stop complaining. Because my complainers drained, dug a ditch, and left me bitching and belly aching about everything I had no control over. And then my delusional despair threw me into life isn't fair. Life isn't fair because we're all here on a different path. And some people are going to have it easy. But whatever you encounter in your life is for you and occurring for you to expand, rise, and shine within your heart and soul. And something else. Think, know, learn, knowledge in all society's definitions and meanings are non-existent and are null and void in your spirit, soul, imagination, sovereignty, love, heart, and your intuition, innovation, and your unique talents. And with that, I'm Robert Wilson. I'm going to close out the show. And may your life be as blessed as you are a blessing. My website's mycowboywisdom.com. My email is robert@mycowboywisdom.com. With Cowboy Wisdom Hypno-Acuity, I never give you tools. I'm going to give you the wisdom and the courage to expand through life with the greatest of ease. Thank you and good night.